Hello everyone, I am Shweta and welcome to my channel Analytics by Shweta. In today's video, we will see how to create this fancy infographic bar icon chart in Excel. If you see, we have bar charts and we have icons, and the respective notation for each bar is given here on the right. We do not have a separate axis over here. So it's very fancy and infographic fashion looking like chart. It's a completely dynamic chart. For example, if I go here in HR and make it 80%, the chart automatically updates. So let's see how to create this chart. The first step is our data table. So we have the scores over here and the categories over here. We have three separate columns, the icon, the help, and the icon Y. Now for the icon X, just go to your score and minus 2% from here, and in help put a single value as 40% and put the same value across. Now this help 40% is this block over here for HR, for sales, for finance, which is exactly in the same dimensions. And the icon X is for this icon over here. We just wanted when this filled portion completes, and a little before that we want. So if you see, the icon starts from here. That is why we have used minus 2% from the entire score so that the icon is placed exactly over here. Now what we need to do is we need to select these three. We need to go to insert and we need to insert a stacked bar chart. Now if you see, we have HR, sales and finance as our legends. We do not want this. So we go here and do switch row and columns. Next we select any one of the series, do format series, and gap width, reduce the gap width so that it's a little thicker. So let me just make it more, and this is our chart. Next, you can go ahead and delete the axis, delete the legends, and we can delete the grid lines and the chart title. Now this green portion over here is the help portion. So we go here, we select that series, we say format data series, we go to the fill option and we do a solid fill, and we select a gray color. For example, I'm selecting this gray color. Next, you need to go and select again your series, go to format, in shape effects, in shadow, select the outer shadow, the first one, and we completed this. Now select this, do add data labels. Select your data labels, do format data labels, and do value from cells. And now select this category which you have, and I do OK. Now you have both the category and the value. We do not want the value over here, so we uncheck it. So if you see, we have got finance, sales and HR, but we want HR on the first because that is the first data point. So select your series, do format axis over here, this axis, and here in categories in reverse order, select it. So now if you see, HR comes on the top. Now select this and we can delete this. Select your HR, select any font which you want. I am using the impact font. I increase the size as per your requirement, and we are done with this portion. Now these blue portions are your respective scores. Now select the first portion which is for the HR. Go to fill and go to gradient fill. Now if you see, in gradient fill we have multiple stops. We don't require so many stops. So we click on this option over here and remove the stops. So we require only two stops, one at the start and one at the end. Now select the one at the start and select any color over here, but select the darkest portion. For example, in purple, I'm selecting the darkest portion over here for the first stop. And for the second stop, I select the second largest darkest. That is the one over here, which is above the darkest. So you have done this. Now select the second series. Again, go to gradient fill. Once again, for the first stop, select a dark series. And for the second stop, select the second largest darkest series. And once again, for the third, select one series. No, do a gradient fill, sorry, not a solid fill. A gradient fill. For the first, select the darkest one, and for the second largest darkest one. So we have made these colors. Now select your series where all three are selected. Go to Format, Shape Effects, Shadow, and select Outer, the first one. Now this between orange blocks is your the icon X is the particular icon X. So select this, go to chart design, go to change type, and icon X which is there, change it to a scatter plot and do OK. So now we have icon X over here which is in a scatter plot, but it looks quite weird. We'll fix it. Now select your scatter plot points, go to chart design, go to select data, select icon X over here and edit it. Now for the X values, select the icon X values, and for the Y values, put this icon Y. We will put the values later on, just select and keep it and do OK. Now you have the values over here. Now we have three values over here. So take a value which is approximately higher than that value. So I will take 5 over here. So I take 5 and I put the next odd number 3 and 1. So if you see, we have our charts, present over here. If I put 7 over here, see the value goes a little not in the middle, so you need to adjust it accordingly and see how it is. So play around with these values and then see where your point of the scatter plot is present. Now next is select your axis, to format axis, make it 0, and since 5 is the largest point over here, we make it 6 over here, and we can have 1 over here. Now we have fixed our axis. I have deleted this. Now I have taken some icons from the internet. You can take as which icon you prefer. So for HR I selected this, for sales I selected this, and finance I selected this. Now select the first icon, copy it, just select the first scatter plot and paste it. Once again, select the second icon, just select the second scatter plot and paste it, and select the third icon, select the third scatter plot and paste it. So we have pasted our icons. Now these colored series, just select this and do add data labels. Select your data labels, make it white in color. Select the font which you require. Just increase the font. And you see we have our chart completely ready. If I make this as 35%, the chart automatically updates. But if you see the percent is overlapping with the icon, so you can just go ahead and adjust accordingly and make your percent high or low, or you can make your images small before pasting them. So you can do it as per you require. Let's go ahead and try one more percent, which is 75. It changes completely. So this is how you create this fancy looking bar chart in Excel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.